All right. So everyone wants to use AI to generate their code. And that kind of scenario is like leading a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And it doesn't really reinforce any foundations in actual programming concepts. So in this way, I wanted to make a video to show you exactly how you can use AI to be more productive. Not productive, but to be able to learn programming and its core concepts. So let's get to the monitor, and I'll show you what I mean. So right here, I am setting up my document, and I'm telling a little bit of parameters within Gemini to tell it that I want to create a program in C++. I do C++. I want to create a program in C++ that'll be able to look through a file that I will be given it, and I want it to write some numbers out. So it's going to take numbers in, it's going to take numbers out, and I want it to tell me how to build this program. And I start off by looking up what an operand is. So we look up the Mandela to see what it does. Okay, so we divide it. We divide a number by a number. So we divide, in this case, we're going to be dividing, in their example, they use 10 divided by 2, which will give us our it'll pretty much 3 goes into 10 3 times because it will be 9, and you'll have a remainder of 1. This is what that function is going to pull. It's going to pull the 1. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to see if this will be equality 0, because if it's 0, that will mean it's even. It's an even number. So we're going to do 2 in this case. So it'll be like if we do 10 Mandela 2, it'll be equality 0. That means the number is even. Else, if it's 1, then we'll take and add it to a whole nother vector, which will be our odd numbers and our even numbers, and we'll write it to, I guess, 2 different files, maybe 1 file. No, yeah, 2 different files. In this case, I think I only put it in 2 files. We have the in file, and then we have the out file. I didn't actually set up the second file. Now that I remember, like, why did I? Okay, so basically what's going to happen is this is going to guide us along in this journey, and it's going to tell us exactly what we're doing. So if you look close, you'll notice that I'm talking with Gemini. I'm like, okay, this is what I have. What's next? What can I do next? And it'll give me something like, in this case, I check the number. So I do number, not number. 2 is equality 0, and that's wrong because I didn't use Mandela. So I want to divide the number by 2 and then see if it's 0, has a remainder of 0. And I forgot to do that. So I was like, okay, sorry, thank you for reminding, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And basically what happened was, when you do it this way, you will start reinforcing some smaller things. Like, this is a core concept. You need to know how to sort information. Rather, it's going to be a string or it's going to be a number. You need to be able to know this. So instead of using ChatGPT or Gemini to take and just give me the code, like it'll just give you this whole function, and now you have to implement it. This will break you away from using ChatGPT or Gemini to do like an entire program for you. What can I say? If you want to do it that way, then fine, by all means, go for it. But if you really want to learn, been using Gemini and ChatGPT to learn, not to cheat, okay? So this whole video was just so I can say that there's better ways to use ChatGPT. And this is probably the best way. It's not going to steal your job. You're not going to be in computer science and doing coding. You're not going to lose your job. Okay, you need a human to be able to look at this and be like, oh, well, that's a shit function. Let's replace it. Okay? Learn the actual fundamentals of coding. This can teach you anything. If you don't know how to add two numbers together in Python, it will tell you how to do that. It will show you how to do that. And you can get it to do pretty much anything to learn. Like you could say, I do this quite a lot. I've done a couple of questions like, hey, give me some questions on CCNA. I want to get like a certification in CCNA, and I can do a degree or a certification in that, and I want some questions to prep me for like my test. Okay, so what you could do is tell ChatGPT or Gemini, give me some questions on Security Plus. This certification with CompTIA, Security Plus, and it will give you these questions, and you need to tell it that you want to answer the questions, and it tell me if I'm right or not. And you just keep doing that over and over again, like new question, yeah, good, next, or I got it wrong, okay, tell me why does this work, because it will tell you why you're wrong. It'll automatically tell you why you're wrong. You don't really need to like tell it to tell you. It will just tell you why you're wrong. ChatGPT and Gemini can be your best teacher. Okay, if you're stuck on an actual question, or if you don't know how to do something, it could teach you how to do it. Don't look at this as like, oh, I have to go here to do that. Like, it is not the new Stack Overflow. All I wanted to show you is some of the ways that I'm doing this and how I've been learning in college and work. This is main way number one is that you can use these tools to teach you anything that you want to know. Anything, like really a lot of almost everything, as long as it isn't like, making fucking bombs, then it's going to teach you. It will teach you, and all you need is like a step-by-step, and it will help you along. I've used this in my college courses. I'm in a cybersecurity course right now, and just so happens I can ask ChatGPT or Gemini to like reinforce some of my knowledge. It is king at this, and I recommend this is like number one use at doing this. Okay, I'm also making a video that's going to be on your first year in computer science. I am only 1 year in computer science. This is I'm starting year 2. I'm like second month in year 2, so I plan on doing a lot more stuff and a lot more projects, but we're definitely making a video on why you're going to get weeded out of college for computer science in year 1. If you want to check out one of my recent videos, I do a bunch of coding on other projects. I have a Python bot that you can use. It's very nice. I also have a GitHub that you can go to at Bon999. Also am on Instagram. If you want to see more of my personal life and any projects that I do or any videos that might be coming out, you can go to Austin Dev Official. That's on Instagram at me. Thank you very much for watching.